Hello, everybody. I'm the investigator. And today, I'm back at Wychwood Forest to continue our investigation into the strange occurrences that happened during our previous investigation. Previously, we heard from several eyewitnesses who described their experience with the woman in white, the whispering voices in the trees, and the feeling of dread that overcame them while they were in the forest. Now, we're going to see what the cameras caught that night. Did they capture the elusive woman in white? While investigating, we used night vision cameras, thermal scanners, and audio recording devices. I set up an audio recorder which stands for EVP, Electronic Voice Phenomena. It can pick up voices or sounds that are just outside the range of hearing. Some people refer to these as ghosts, but we remain skeptical until something inexplicable appears on the screen. Then I set up my camera to film the scene while I hid behind some nearby trees. As we review the footage, the image on the left is what the camera saw. The image on the right is the thermal camera, which can see temperature variations. Since humans produce a lot of body heat, we show up as a bright white color. Everything else that produces less heat shows up in different shades of yellow and green. In this case, the darker the color, the colder it is. So now let's see what happened next. The first thing I notice is that the person has stopped breathing heavily. This makes me wonder if he was following us into the clearing, or if he had been hiding there the whole time. The wind is picking up, causing the tree branches to sway. There is a bird in the distance making some noise. Other than that, it's really quiet. The only sound that can be heard is our breathing and the rustling of the wind. The first strange thing that pops up on the EVP recorder is a whisper. You couldn't hear it before, could you? I'll play it again. Take a listen. Can you make out what he said? Neither can I. But as soon as I slowed the audio down, I could hear what he said. He said, "I'm still here." Is he referring to the fact that the spirits are still lingering in this area? Or was he trying to tell us that we weren't alone? Either way, this was unsettling to say the least. And then, just as quickly as it started, it ended. But it wasn't the only thing that appeared on the EVP that night. A little later, when I rewound the footage, I noticed something else. Take a look, and listen carefully. This time it's much more clear. Again, I'll slow it down so you can hear it better. And he says, "I'm still here." The same voice that we heard earlier was back again, sending shivers down my spine. This moment was also picked up by one of my cameras. Take a look. Once again, the left side shows the regular camera, and the right side shows the thermal camera. In this clip, the red circle shows the possible location of the ghost. At first glance, it looks like the body heat signature of a human. As it gets closer, you can see that it's very faint. If it is a person, they are either completely soaked with water or drenched in sweat. But it doesn't look right. It seems almost translucent. Whatever this is, it walks directly toward the camera. It stops for a moment, then turns slightly to the right. When it does, the glow becomes brighter for a split second. And just after that, the footage cuts out. I immediately rewound the tape to see where it cut out, hoping to find the missing footage. Unfortunately, it didn't show anything except for a blue screen. And since then, nobody has been able to view that footage. The rest of the night was uneventful. We didn't see any more glowing figures or hear any more whispering voices. Even though we didn't get any answers, we did learn a few things. For example, it confirmed that there is definitely something out there that night, whether it be a person or not. Also, it might not have been following us around all night. Perhaps it was drawn to the light, or maybe it wanted to show itself to us. One thing is for sure, though. It wasn't a bear. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think we were dealing with? Do you think it was the spirit of the woman in white? Or do you have another theory? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, before we wrap this video up, I want to share another experience that one of our viewers had in this very same forest. It comes from a viewer named Emily Morris. She said that she and her family were visiting the area and decided to hike through Wychwood Forest. As they were taking pictures, a dark shadow suddenly appeared over them. They looked up to see an extremely large black bird that was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It had a thick, long tail and huge black eyes. They watched as it landed in a tree and they took a picture. But when they developed the photo, the bird wasn't there. They tried again and got a picture of the bird perched on a tree branch. Here's the picture. Do you recognize that bird? Let me know in the comments below. These types of birds are sometimes referred to as thunderbirds, or just big birds. While they can't always be captured on camera, there are hundreds of eyewitness accounts of these giant birds that are similar to this one. There are even blurry photos and videos. Big birds are known to live deep within forests. So perhaps this is the reason why so many people experience something while hiking through the woods. Here's another experience that proves it. It comes from a viewer named Dan Walters. He says that he used to fly model airplanes in Wychwood Forest when he was younger. One day he was flying his plane when he heard heavy footsteps coming from the woods. He turned around to see a huge bird with a wingspan of 8 feet. The bird was moving like a man on stilts. That's when he realized that the footsteps he heard were actually the bird tapping its feet on the ground. These stories go back years. But it's hard to believe that after all this time, nobody has been able to capture clear evidence of them. With modern cameras and trail cams, we should have gotten a good picture by now. Some people believe these birds are simply misidentified eagles or condors, but their size would make them much bigger than those birds. Still, nobody knows for sure what they are. Could these mysterious creatures be behind some of the unexplainable activity that we experienced? Is Wychwood Forest haunted by something evil? We may never know for sure. But one thing is certain, the forest holds many secrets. In Part 4, we'll uncover the truth. Is Wychwood haunted, or does nature itself hold this mystery? Don't miss it. Click the link on screen now to watch Part 4. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button below to let us know you approve. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified every time a new video is released. Have a great day.